All right, thank you guys, and I can confirm that it is indeed May 22nd on this video here today. But anyway, happy Saturday to you. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. And if you want to see which one of these YouTube picks I'm actually betting on personally here today, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Now we're hitting at 62% our last 14 board member tier package picks on my Patreon page. And the good news is this, we have another board member tier package pick going off here tonight. We also won 5 out of our last 7 $1.99 daily best plays on that Patreon page as well. And if you want to access today's daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. Now, we currently have over 1,205 members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that page is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And real quick here, guys, I just mentioned if you want to see which one of these YouTube picks I'm actually betting on personally, that applies to all my videos on the channel here. So just to give you a heads up, I don't have any NHL premium selections on Patreon, so I just, wanted to make sure you were aware that, I wasn't misleading you in the sense, I said, hey, if you want to see which one of these YouTube picks for this video, I didn't mean this video in particular, I just meant on the channel. And so, yeah, the premium selections today on Patreon are in the NBA and Major League Baseball. So just to clear that up for you real quick. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the free content. And we're going to go ahead and start with the Penguins taking on the Islanders Game 4. That's going to be a 3 p.m. Eastern puck drop. The Penguins are up 2-1 in the series. Having said that, though, it's the New York Islanders who are the $1.15 favorite at home. Totals 5.5 juice to the under. Semyon Varlamov in net for New York. Tristan Jarry for Pittsburgh. Now, the Pens have given up 4 goals or more in 2 out of the series' 3 games. They're also in the bottom 10 in road goals allowed on the season, and they're in the bottom 10 in third period goals allowed on the road as well. They're taking on an Islanders club who's 21-5-3 at the Nassau Coliseum this year. New York gives up just 2.1 goals a game on their home ice, and they're led by netminder Semyon Varlamov, who's got a .204 goals against average. Now, the 33-year-old also comes into today's start with an impressive .929 save percentage, and he's arguably playing the best hockey of his life right now. He's been playing outstanding this year. Now, the Islanders defensively lead the NHL in fewest third-period goals allowed. They do a nice job of shutting things down late. Now, total-wise, oddly enough, 5 out of New York's last 8 contests did get over the total of 5.5 goals. They're officially 17-12 to the over as the home team. Meanwhile, the Pens are 18-11 to the over when they travel. I'm going to lean toward the New York Islanders -115 in the over 5.5. Next game, Canadiens Leafs 7 o'clock East. Montreal currently leads the series 1-0. That in mind, though, the Toronto Maple Leafs are the hefty $1.90 favorite at home, numbers 5.5. Jack Campbell for Toronto, Carey Price for the Habs. Now, Price comes into today's start with a .264 goals against average and a .901 save percentage. The Canadiens have a winning record ATS on the road this year, and they're also in the top 10 defensively in shots allowed. This Montreal squad is also in the top 10 defensively in second period goals allowed on the road. They're taking on a Leafs team who's really struggled against the puck line this season. They successfully cashed in on the puck line in just 10 out of 29 home games, and that's good for just 34% in that category. Toronto also went just 21-36 against the spread for the entire season as well, and that's good for just 36% in that particular category. Now, the Leafs are in the bottom 10 in the NHL in third period scoring. And when it comes to the number in this one, 7 out of these teams' last 9 meetings together stayed under the posted number. Now, the Leafs have also gone 17-12 to the under as the home team. Meanwhile, the Canadiens are 16-13 to the under when they travel. Montreal has also gone 33-24 to the under for the entire season. I'm going to lean toward the Montreal Canadiens plus 1.5 and the under 5.5 goals. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Knights versus the Wild, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Vegas is up 2-1 in the series. The Golden Knights are also minus $1.25 on the road, totals 5.5 goals. Fleury for the Knights, Talbot for the Wild. Minnesota's lost 4 out of their last 5 contests. Just 1.7 goals per contest they averaged during that 5-game stretch. Minnesota's in the bottom 3 in the league in offensive shots on goal at home. They're also in the bottom 10 in second period scoring. They're taking on a Golden Knights club who's 20-9 straight up on the road this year. The Knights have also been very good defensively. They've allowed 2 goals or less in 8 out of their last 10 games. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights currently lead the NHL in fewest goals allowed per contest. They're also in the top 3 in defensive shots on goal as well. Marc-Andre Fleury comes into today's contest with a 198 goals against average and a 928 save percentage. Now keep an eye on Max Pacioretty. He is listed as questionable for today's contest, although I don't think it should affect Vegas tremendously on the defensive end of the ice. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, 2 out of Vegas's last 4 contests got over the total of 5.5 goals. They're also 15-14 to the over away from their home ice. Meanwhile, Minnesota's 17-12 to the over as the home team. I'm going to lean toward the Vegas Golden Knights minus $1.25 and the over 5.5 goals. And with that, now it's time for our quick pick recap, powered to you by my Patreon website. I like the New York Islanders minus 115, over 5.5. Montreal plus 1.5, under 5.5 goals. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are hitting at 62% in our last 14 board member tier package picks on my Patreon website. We also won 5 out of our last 7 $1.99 daily best plays on that Patreon page as well. I'm going to lean toward the Vegas Golden Knights minus $1.25 and the over 5.5 goals. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my Patreon site. And if you guys do decide to get a membership here today, just keep in mind Patreon's going to bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a package here today, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of May. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Saturday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.